welcome back to D&D, everyone. So, last week you had managed to... Actually, no, it was the week before. They skipped Father's Day. But you managed to get from Solsanus into Kirog. And then while in Kirog, you did a few things. Fiffle went to invest in the weapons business. But you also were able to do a little bit of exploration, as well as finally meet the author J.K. Klein, who was more stuck just because he had written himself into a corner and wasn't able to find a satisfying solution. But with a little bit of ideas from the group, he was somewhat inspired, although implied that if you tell him more of your stories, he might have more inspiration. We then left off there. So, what would the rest of the group like to do?
Ooh. Did we? I assume we finished and left the author, right? Like we've gone away.
Yeah.
Yep, you left his home. Oh, and of course, Fern ordered a hat.
I did.
And
2 days, I think.
Yep, and of course, Kaido had also smuggled wood.
That's right, I did. I remember. Nice. I made some money for that. I forgot how much I made. Hold on, let me see. 5 gold. Let's go, rich man.
When you're rich.
Okay. What did we learn about the author? I missed that. Did we learn anything new about the author?
We went to meet him.
Okay.
And we gave him some inspiration.
Oh, that's right, inspiration.
Yes.
So if I'm not mistaken, I think the only thing left on our docket right now, or our immediate docket, is Dragon, right? Dragon and some kind of war that's apparently happening with all the well, we're not sure what they're mustering up the armies for, right? Or did we get clarity that that's on us?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. I thought Graham went to go talk to one of them or find something out, and they said it's because of us. Or am I mistaken?
That would be kind of flattering that they got an army just for us.
I know. That would be extremely flattering. We're like a terrorist group now. All right.
Domestic terrorists.
What was that Hydra thing you were talking about, Otto?
Hydra.
You were talking about
Larkin.
It's what?
Wherever there's hot springs, so in Larkin.
Okay. Well,
Hydra, Dragon. Find out more about this army assembling thing.
I don't know about everybody else, but I'm itching for a fight. So I'm down for anything aggressive.
Aren't you usually itching for a fight?
I am, but it's been a few days here in game of no fighting. So my greatsword is hungry, and I must feed it.
I agree. This mustering thing seems very important, though, and very, very important.
I mean, like, have one of those swords that needs frequent blood watering. Is the deal?
I don't, but I'd like to think I do.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry
Hello.
I'm late. I had to get food cooking.
No worries. We actually just started a few minutes ago.
We were trying to figure out what to do.
Hitting over dragons and war.
Dragons, Hydra, figure out why people are mustering up
And then
armies.
At the end of the school semester, we have to go back to, what was it? Talva? To explore underneath the Starwell?
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
So we have a pretty much an open schedule with a couple of things on the to-do list. We just need to pick. I was airing out the idea that I am itching for a fight. We haven't had a fight in a couple of days in game, so maybe we could find ourselves some combat if we would like to. Maybe I was gonna say maybe we'll go to an arena, but it's probably not a good idea since we're fucking wanted everywhere. So maybe not going anywhere public like that.
I mean, we can just cross a bridge over to
Kaido's looking for
Silvanas and be
Well,
like,
If
hey,
you want the dragon, you have to go through Silsanis, so we're also wanted. So I don't think that's a good idea right
I mean, we could go
There's
to
a lot of
Silvanas
traveling
and
to
knock on
fight
their
for
door and
dragon.
be like, yo, where are the crossblades? Fuck you. What's up?
Yeah, all right.
We're not yet at fuck you, what's up level.
I don't at level 6. I don't think I'm ready for fuck you. Let's take on the government. coup d'etat
Really? I
shit.
feel so strong, level 6.
I think
Well,
that's
are
why
you
keep
quite
getting into
insane?
situations. You keep getting into really
You got
bad
your ass
situations,
kicked
bud.
by a fireplace.
And a door. Don't forget a door. Fucked you up.
That's just because it was right next to me. Put me at 150 feet.
Hey
and we'll
DM,
talk.
what's the combat level for a door? Is it 0?
Yet it would technically count as 0, or at least.
Yeah, remember when you did shatter on a door?
Yeah,
I don't think
and
we're
got
ready.
out and saved my life. I do.
Anyway, my takeaway from this is if we're discussing the tactics to beat a door, we probably aren't ready to fight the fucking island.
We're not ready to fight the
Kaido.
island, but maybe we are ready to stalk a dragon. Let's at least gather some information. If it's an ancient dragon or something ridiculous, then we won't obviously engage it.
I
But
mean,
if it's like,
Hey Kaido, dragons aside, if you're looking for a fight, I'll arrange a fight. I can arrange a fight for this afternoon.
yeah, I was thinking that too, but that's gonna cause a lot of public people to come around, and we're wanted. Maybe not the best time to create a fight pit here in the city.
Or is it
Well,
the
we're not
best time?
wanted in Kirog. That's why we're here.
Not yet, but I'm sure.
Yeah, I admire
We
your
can fix
optimism.
that
The,
real
the
quick,
session
so we can
just
fight it.
started, so
I promise you it won't last.
yeah.
All I'm
I feel like
telling you is, if you get arrested here, I don't know you.
I mean, I'm down for creating fighting pits. Listen, I don't want to be the voice of reason here because that's extremely the opposite of Kaido. But
Don't be a voice of reason.
I mean, I'm okay with doing more research on the dragon, though I'm honestly kind of
Wait, what about the wizard?
reconsider fighting it if it's like fully sentient and we might be able to, negotiate.
When's Hank's dad gonna come visit?
On the other hand, if it's a dickhead, like, yeah, sure, we can
What,
kill
what?
it. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, the situation. We'll see. We're not
everybody
gonna
knows that
steal-
he was kind of being a dick. Defense is ironclad in a court of law.
Yeah.
Do we have a strategy for actually like not letting it fly away or anything like that?
Not really.
No, not really. That's a great idea.
But
I
it's
feel like
probably a young
that's-
dragon. I don't.
Oh no,
Yeah, from what we heard, I think we have heard that it's probably most likely a young dragon.
Young and
Good.
green, right?
Green or red?
A
I
green
think
or a
most
red.
likely.
yeah.
Well, those
Oh,
are the likely candidates.
Okay, so maybe we should research into weaknesses for green and or red dragons.
We kind of did, didn't we?
Oh, did we? Okay. What was the weakness?
I think we've found out all the information that we could from the people
Seemed
at
like it.
Talva.
Ian's
Let's do a
screaming
dragon
inside as we try to
specialist.
figure out what to do with ourselves.
So we'll have to go back to Sulsanas anyway, which I think Otto was saying was not the brightest idea.
Yeah, well, it was reported north of Selsanas, right? The dragon sightings.
Do you think we could
So-
cross that river on our own without a bridge, like some makeshift raft or
Yeah, you
something?
did. You did with your boots.
I know,
You
but I
could get,
flew.
like, a little
You know,
boat.
I can't fly everyone over.
No, but maybe we could get like a little raft, like you're saying.
You also did it with a rowboat.
Also
Yeah.
did it with a rowboat,
Could
yeah.
hire a
No
boat, maybe. I don't know.
Oh well, I do know. I do have a contact that could possibly be able to smuggle us. But I don't know about. I mean, they were pretty reliable. I actually don't remember how that adventure ended. I think I got like fucked over somehow, or did I fuck over myself? Either
Almost
or.
got
It-
caught in Sulsanas.
Oh, I just got caught. It wasn't. It wasn't.
No,
like-
They were.
they recognized you from the wanted posters. And
That's
we're gonna try to
right.
turn you in for the bounty.
I'm really popular these days, so I mean, we
Popular
could
like
try.
the clap.
I'd rather us maybe rely on ourselves rather than these sketchy people. But
I
if you
mean,
want me
wow,
to make
that's-
contact, I will.
Is this Kaido speaking?
This is Kaido speaking. Yeah, there's been a little bit of a
think Kaido's done it a
maturity
long
in the
time.
past 2 weeks. What?
This is the most intelligent thing Kaido said in a very long time.
I'm just thinking out loud, is what it is. Don't take it for heart. I'm telling you, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get us in
it's like
trouble
an
next
automatic
time.
weapon. You fire enough shots, one of them lands.
Yes, exactly.
Last time, Otto contacted the wizard, and that he wanted to meet in person. So I don't know when's that's gonna happen or where.
Nobody knows.
So that's another thing.
I'm sure Hank said it. He was dead.
Actually, it really didn't. I don't remember that at all. Wait a minute. A wizard contacted you? Remind me.
No, Otto contacted the wizard.
Hank's dead.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right. I remember now. Okay.
I don't know the wizard's name.
That's usually how they prefer it. It's safer for everyone that way.
Like Baron something.
Sometimes they'll steal the letter R.
All right. So it looks like we have a couple of things on the table. We just have to take a vote, and let's head on to our next journey.
We could, hypothetically, if we go after the dragon, even if we don't have a way to kill it, we could probably run it off and then lay claim to its hoard. It'll be small, but it might have one.
We could do that. I do like the idea of maybe researching a way of inhibiting it from flying, or at least thinking about ourselves, just in case it's an aggressive fucker. We want to make sure we down it.
To be fair, we are showing up to kill it.
No,
Or
we're
talk to
showing
it,
up to
you know.
talk to it with our knives out. Don't read too much.
Talk his pants right off. He's gonna give us all the treasure.
The dragon just sits there with teeth and claws. You know, how threatening. Being itself in the wild, in its own house.
Dragon says, I don't want to talk to that guy.
Just as a backup.
Well, while we're in town, like, there's nothing that says we can't do all of this just in sequence. If you want to do more figuring out about the war, this might be the time.
That's true too. Why they're mustering some shit up. Yeah.
We may not have a lot of info on that front, but somebody somewhere might know something.
We need to find somebody somewhere to tell us information and without ratting us out. What a delicate process that is. Or actually, no, we're technically not wanted here, right? I keep forgetting that. I keep
I know,
forgetting.
it's kind of weird when people like you.
I know. It's so alien to me.
It's so sad, Ghost Dog.
Might not even have to stop at the brothel at this rate.
All right, don't go crazy there.
I mean, this might be a decent place to get information on this war thing because Silsanis is like very close to Kirog. I mean,
Yeah, and they kind of like told the bounty hunters they didn't want anything to do with them whenever they came over
Yeah,
looking for
that's right.
us.
I'm sure some officials in Kirog might know what's going on.
Should
Yeah, that
we
might be a good idea.
disguise up and go around town asking for info, or
Why don't we spend a... We do need to try to get back to that boat to get back home, in theory, right?
Not really.
Not really, but Carter Webb will be fucking pissed.
So we can just stop. We can just get a boat here. I mean, Kyle got a boat to do illegal things.
it was a canoe? It was like a little dinghy, and yes, possible, plausible, but it was a little dinghy. It wasn't like a boat. Just want to make sure I set people's expectations here when we board my yacht and find out it's quickly not a yacht. And more
Not a lot of
kayak.
yada.
Not a lot of yada, just a lot of kayak. Okay, I'm ready to bodyguard anyone. Will be the second and last smart thing Kaido will say for the day. But if we're gonna go out and gather information, I would like to be a bodyguard and not the main talker. I feel naked without my ID badge. My tri-horn is just not doing it right now because we're not in a boat setting.
I like that you're literally less likely to get in trouble without that thing, and you feel worse without it.
Right. It's like my
It's like that
emotional...
sandwich from The Simpsons that Homer won't let go of.
So I will follow someone somewhere looking menacingly while you interrogate or do whatever it is you guys do.
Otto slowly points at Graham.
Yeah.
Should we split? Should we split?
And
into
Graham
two
slowly
groups?
points at Lucian.
Man, this has been a lot. It's been a rough couple weeks, fellas. Wait, it's Tuesday. Damn it.
It's only been like 3 days. 2 days.
I'm trying to figure out how much time has actually passed since you arrived in the country, and I think it's about a month and a half.
Sounds about right.
Jeez. All right, so let's split it. Split up into two groups. Go, I think, gather some info about why they're mustering up war.
Okay. If you guys want to do the sneaky shit, Graham is gonna just try to do this by the books. So maybe we could split into Team Crime and Team Not Crime.
Somebody say Team Crime.
Yeah, best team.
Fiffle, Graham goes down to one knee and just like puts a hand on Fiffle's shoulder. I need you to teach these guys how to be better at doing this.
I'm a professional.
Yes.
Please.
I will do that, Graham.
Just like looks over his shoulder at Kaido, insisting that, then back to Fiffle.
I will make them good
Please.
at crime.
We will. There's only one way to be better at crime. Practice, practice, practice.
I don't endorse it, but if I don't hear about it, everybody wins.
Hey, you're like my parents when I was a teenager about drugs. If I don't hear it, smell it, or see it.
What
You
was
can
that?
do it.
Was that Kaido?
Yes, sorry. He had a... yes, it was. All right. So, Team Crime, best team ever. I mean, Team Crime. I'm assuming it's gonna be Piffle, yours truly, and Lucien the cat.
Sounds like a good crime team to
Update
me.
complete.
Hey!
Crime. I mean,
Fuck yeah.
Crime. I mean,
Fern, would you like to join the best team ever or the legal team?
Legal. I'm not up for crime. Sorry.
Graham sighs in relief.
Oh.
Good. We'll need a strong legal team for when our crimes are done.
All right, listen. I need you to teach him to be better at crime. But if you guys get yourself in the pokey, I'm on the fence whether or not I'm getting you back out.
What if maybe I should hand you my 5 gold for bail money?
Is there anything you think you're capable of that would result in less than 5 gold of bail?
You see,
I'm not sure you're capable of that level of
I'm
restraint.
just really good at investigating arcana stuff and athletics, but I keep insisting on doing things I'm terrible at. I don't know how I find myself in these situations, but
Congrats on the promotion in the lab, by the way.
thank you. So yes, no, maybe so.
Graham is going to go team legal and see what he can find out just listening in the town. Maybe like discuss it over work if he goes to help out in the religious district, that sort of thing.
Okay. And what
Well,
is
it might not be a bad idea to just, I don't know, try to get someone in an authority position here and try to see what's going on and be like, hey, we're trying to figure out what's going on and try to stop what's going on. I don't know if that would be helpful here or not.
I lost my authority when I lost my ID badge. I don't have the mojo. I don't have the mojo.
Yeah,
That was it. That was the one thing holding you back.
That was the one thing. It was. I feel
but we can make you a new
spayed and
one.
neutered right now. What?
Shut.
We
No,
can make you a new one.
can't. It's impossible. It's gone. Reduced to atoms.
There's 2 people that can make you one now.
The abstract
I think
concept
I'm
of
still-
authority has been permanently stripped from his person.
I don't think I'm past the morning phase yet. Let me. Kaido has to go through the whole entire adventure of finding out that his confidence wasn't from the ID badge. It was within him all along, and then the ID badge was an accessory. But I'm not there yet, so the character development is not hasn't cemented.
it's Dumbo inspiration
Good
for
help.
your D&D character arc?
All of this is gonna like look at Graham is like, is he talking to himself?
Is he trying to grow? Okay.
What confidence?
He said confidence, not competence.
Fuck. All right. So Piffle, you
Yes.
are our chaperone for the day, correct? So we will follow you while they do
Oh
the
God,
leadership.
those are words I didn't need to hear.
And you know what? He's never been safer.
And-
while committing
And
crime.
what's our
Do
crime
your
goal
best.
again? What do you want us to steal, Graham?
Steal
I don't.
information.
I really don't. We're figuring out the war thing.
Oh, the
If
war
you,
thing.
if you could steal the Casus Belli, I'd accept that. Could you?
I mean, what is that, and where is it?
Oh God. Okay. So Graham unsuccessfully begins trying to explain the concept of a declaration of war.
we need to steal the declaration.
But we don't know who's declared war on who. I feel like we're putting the cart before the horse here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
we need to figure out what.
So who do you think has this information?
Let's go to like a seedy bar and use your like thieves' cant to talk to some spy networks and see if they got any info.
CD bar. I can start with that.
Thieves' cant place.
Yeah, let's
Well,
let's
I know
reach
a
out to
couple.
your network.
I know a couple CD bars. I mean,
Let's
so
try
we'll
that.
start there.
All right, I'll follow you.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, walk this way. This is the first part of your crime training.
I was taking notes about dating from somebody here. I forgot who it was on my little notepad. Who was that?
Me.
It was
It was
you.
you.
All right, that same notepad, and the top I'll say new chapter. Crime! Exclamation point. And then I will
Walk
follow
exactly
along.
like me.
Yep, I will literally mirror everything Piffle does while I write in this notepad.
Okay. Kaido, please roll a 28 on your stealth.
Wait, what? I can't do that.
Mirror everything he does.
Baby steps.
A
Attempts to
D40? Can I
imitate
roll a
people as best you
D40?
can.
Are we we're stealthing? We're stealthing.
Oh, we're stealthing.
Fiffle stealth.
Team crime is.
Mind
It
you-
was encouraging you to attempt to
Step
stealth.
1, class change.
All
So
right,
you
I'm
could be
going
better
to
at crime.
attempt to stealth.
Fiffle is very stealthy. Fiffle is incapable of being seen by anybody.
In fact, Piffle says walk this way and pretty much disappears. Like,
He just ninja vanishes.
Soft and hard.
We need
Lucian,
to see your "I'll make a criminal out of you" song montage.
Lucian and Kaido are less stealthy.
But not by much.
Well, compared to one another, no, not by much. But it's very much
This is
Fiffle,
worse
you would-
than
Fiffle, you're-
Sylvanas.
your passive perception would let you easily see them. Once again, they're kind of tiptoeing through the street, doing a little song, humming it like the stealth song.
Song of how stuffed they are.
It's Kronk.
Yeah, basically. Doot 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 doot.
Oh no, he's got a point.
fantastic.
Practice, practice, practice.
Graham just kind of looks up to the sky as they depart. I'm leaving this in your hands. I'm doing what I can.
Are you talking to God?
He is in fact communing with Eidos, or trying to, and desperately hoping she'll have his back on this one.
A candle blows out next to Graham.
Sauron's eye cannot reach that far.
So
What-
when Breaker Roth brought us into the city,
Yep.
he probably was like, I don't know. I'm guessing that from him, I know where to make contact with the penny rats.
Go ahead and make an investigation check to see if you're able to find some thieves' cant graffiti.
Okay.
You're able to find a few thieves' cant signs around. One says things like, go here for a good fence. It's like, if you need a lock pick, I'm your man. If you want a good time, go visit this person here. Contact us for any information, if you have the money for it, at the Empty Mug.
All right. Suppose we'll head to the empty mug. I'm a bit concerned about all this money spending. Hey, Kaido, you got any money?
Yes, I have just acquired a small riches, actually, of 5 gold.
Ooh.
I know.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Lucian, how about you?
I got a little bit of gold. I got like 35 gold or so.
Wow.
Man, the rich
That guy's
people.
Well,
rich.
let's go. Let's go to the empty mug, and we'll see. We'll see who we can meet and how much gold they require.
Okay, that sounds empty mug sounds good. It can't be that expensive, right? The mugs are empty.
You arrive at a bar. It shows on the sign. It is a rather despondent man with a mug, and he seems to be rather upset that it's empty. He's holding it upside down, trying to get any more drops of alcohol out of it.
Indeed, this one does.
The bar itself, relatively full, actually. You probably see at least a good 20 to 30 people in there. mix of primarily humans, couple dwarves, orc here or there, and one elf in the corner. Bartender is a human man, tall, beard, with little bit of hair on top, but going thin. Very muscular. Sees you coming. Can I get you anything? We'll fill the mug right up. No empty mugs at the empty mug.
Fascinating. Yes, I will take one mug, and also mugs for my companions. So I guess that's 3 mugs.
He slides over three steins of ale
Yeah.
for 2 copper each.
Okay. I slide the money across the bar.
Thank you. If you want anything to eat, let me know. I can have something cooked up for you.
Okay. I will retreat to a table in the corner with the beer, and as I walk through the common area, I will kind of clandestinely flash the Penny Rats sign.
Hey.
My hand, making some hand signs.
Okay. And you then take a seat at the table?
Yes.
All right. About a minute or two after you flash that sign, the couple of people come up to you. It's a half-orc man, a dwarf, and 2 humans.
Yeah.
And they sit at the table. It's like, hey, is that a symbol there you're doing?
Well, that's the thing about symbols is you got to know about them. Otherwise, you're just wiggling your fingers.
He does a quick hand sign you don't quite recognize.
Oh god, it's Bloods and Crips.
I'm writing all the hand signs down.
I've been kind of waiting to to meet a rival thieves guild. Well, I'm from down hold on, scrolling map, names of towns. Where are we from again?
It's not what you can
Vaxball.
do for me. It's what you can't.
We're from down Vaxball way, and down Vaxball way, we wiggle our fingers like this.
Oh god. Are we in a gang war?
He pulls out a rather large knife and sticks it in the table in front of you. It's like, we don't like penny rats here.
Oh shit. I think I'm wearing the wrong colors.
Well, shit. Who do you like?
You're not familiar with us. We're the Iron Masters.
Ah.
The Iron Mat. That sounds significantly more dramatic.
I prefer silver for my weapons, but
So, what kind of stuff the Iron Master's into, huh?
He leans forward towards you. Gut and rats.
Fascinating.
are we alright here, Piffle?
Oh yeah, no, we're fine.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So, rats being what they are, clever words to not get stabbed over. I wish to express to him that while my affiliations are what they are, my current needs have nothing to do with the penny rats.
Go ahead, make
It
a.
says to him now, being from Vaxball, I am, from Vaxball. However, my current business is here and really has nothing to do with there.
Can I give him advantage by doing some aggressive hand signs I just learned in the past
Don't-
5 minutes?
You're doing
do
like
not
the full
make any
Naruto.
Like,
What?
Just
sees you getting antsy and puts his hand over yours.
Fiffle, go ahead and make a persuasion roll.
I am
Okay.
most charismatic.
Well, if you're not in with any of the penny rats, maybe we could do a bit of business. What you after?
Information primarily.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of shall we say movement of folk about the land. Folk with a lot of pointy spears and swords and shiny
Yeah.
hats and whatnot. And I'm but a simple country halfling from the city, but when I see such things, I grow nervous, but also my sense of opportunity tingles. And I'm just trying to get the lay of the land on all these guys with the shiny hats and what the hell they're up to.
Yeah, maybe we can help. I'll tell you what. Why don't you become an Iron Master and we can get you all the information you need, plenty of opportunities, as long as we get our cut, of course.
Well, you know, everyone needs to get cut, of course. Becoming an Iron Master, you say? I mean, that sounds pretty fancy. Does that come with like, I don't know. Are there gifts? Are there free gifts involved
tote
once you
bags.
sign up? Like,
We all keep an eye out for each other. And we got masters in every city. At least anything worth their salt.
do you have a presence in Vaxball?
Yeah.
Interesting. And what's involved in joining the Iron Masters?
Well, I'll tell you what. You and your friends, you case a place, rob it,
Oh God.
and bring back what you steal to us, and then we'll help with the initiation into the Iron Masters. How's that sound?
This is it, Piffle. This is it. This is crime. We're doing crime, Piffle. We're in it, Piffle. New chapter.
There's a
Two.
wizard here in the city.
Well, I'm not opposed to doing a quick job to prove our trustworthiness.
Mhm.
And being as this is your territory, I accept.
Okay. On the north side of the town, there's a wizard's house.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Fuck. I
Continue.
mean,
Just go in, grab some of his stuff, and get out and bring it here. Magic scrolls, items, things like that.
See, the thing about wizards is they tend to have a lot of magical traps.
yeah.
Probably,
I am, in fact, not a wizard.
but the cat is. Points to Lucian with the
Dude,
blade of
you're
his knife.
giving it away. Be less wizard.
We
First of all,
pegged.
how do they know he's a wizard?
Yeah. He just looks so wizardy.
He just
You can
looks
tell the
magical.
cop in every narc
It's the white hood that
situation.
gives it away most days.
This book is just, fancy love stories, nothing more.
Yeah, that's why it's got a cage on it.
Yeah, no, it's because he has a problem reading erotica novels, and this is how he regulates himself from constantly reading it. Only at night, right, Lucian?
Yes, I have a problem.
And the wizard staff and the material component bag. That's just.
Dude, you're looking like a complete narc.
Okay, all right, fine. He's a wizard. All right. All right, what's the address of this
These
fella?
guys are good.
Is there anything in particular that you need stole from him, or are you just trying to clean him out?
Ah.
Has he insulted the Iron Masters? What's the deal with this?
It's got a lot of nice things there, and he hasn't been paying protection, so.
Ah, the protection. Understood.
Protection fee.
If hypothetically, he were to have a change of heart and begin paying the protection money, would that also work for you, or?
I'll tell you what, you manage that one? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
How much is the protection money?
It's 20 gold a month.
What a gold month.
That's not bad.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's very fair. It's ridiculous that he's not paying. Your protection money. Me and the boys will sort this right out for you. You just sit tight, and we'll be back here. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, however long that happens to take.
Okay. And once you get the protection money, we'll need a 20 gold and some back payment, of course. Let's say 6 months worth. Bring that here.
That shouldn't be a problem. We'll either get that or his stuff.
Okay, of course. Well, good luck then. He gives you the address, slides it over, and while this is going on, we're going to switch over to Team Legal. Graham, Otto, and Fern.
Save us from our crimes, Team Legal.
What are the three of you doing? Plus Hank and Aurora, of course.
Walking down the street, Graham is kind of, well, I know you got a gift with cooking. Sometimes you can hear a lot at restaurants. I don't know what your plan is. I was thinking maybe I'll go see the religious quarter and see what I can overhear after doing a bit of work for people.
Yeah, that might work. I was
Maybe
wondering
you
if
could
we
find
could.
a restaurant either there or in the around where the government buildings are, because you might overhear something there.
That might be a good idea. I was wondering if we could maybe set up a meeting with someone in the government. I don't know if that would work or not.
Maybe. I don't know if they'd give us the time of day, and I certainly don't know if they
Yeah.
would tell us what the terms of a war are, but maybe.
They seem to not be wanting to get involved with it, from what I've noticed.
Could be.
So, yeah, we can try the undercover type work. See if that works out.
Sorry.
What is Otto gonna look into?
I have no idea what I'm doing.
You want to be a chef's assistant?
The closest thing I could come to is look for a job as like a fill-in bartender and try to find out like what's going on.
Okay.
Like anything in my skill set that would actually constitute that role, even though I used to be a bartender.
If you want to look for any open bartending positions, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I'll look for a cooking job as well.
Okay. Both of you roll individual investigation checks then.
I D4 myself for this.
Okay.
We're gonna get back from doing crime. You guys are gonna be settled with jobs and like property.
Yeah, we live here now. The tax breaks are just too good.
We make a whole entire life and then we stumble upon. We gotta leave. We really fucked up. Wait a minute. I have family and kids here. We gotta fucking leave. Uproot.
All right. Funny enough, Fern and Otto, you actually find a tavern that is in need of both a fill-in bartender and chef, as their standard bartender chef has called out sick.
Actually, do you want to stay together and maybe I'll just sit in with you guys there?
Sure, you can give life advice or something in the corner to people. I don't know how you. I'm sure you could do something with what you want to do, like at a bar or a tavern or whatever.
Yeah, like hang out with people, kind of thing. Maybe they'd be.
Yeah. Right now, Graham is just in Wine Mom Saturday mode.
Well, no, like as people get drunk and shit, they'll just be like, they just start venting to you, and you.
Yeah.
Man, that could work. So yeah, Graham will go with them, and he'll just kind of be a barfly.
Okay.
Of the spiritual variety.
Yeah.
The tavern is known as Jim's Tavern. Walking inside, you see a bartender who looks a little bit overwhelmed. He's like, sees the three of you. I'll be with you as soon as I can. Just trying to cover a few things here.
You need some help?
Yeah,
we
you
got
saw the
a
sign up
job
front for the jobs?
That's why we're here.
All right, perfect. I'm John.
John, where's
Janicia?
Where's Jim?
Jim retired years ago. I took over the place, but it's still Jim's Tavern.
Nice to meet you. I'm
All right, let's see. Who's the bartender? Who's the chef?
I'm the chef.
Okay, get in the back. Start cooking. Who's the bartender?
I ain't good for much in a kitchen, but I can help you out with the little stuff.
Don't have little stuff.
You got a dishwasher?
All right, get in the back then. and
So-
points to Otto, and you're the bartender.
Graham will alternate between washing dishes and collecting them and listening in on tables as he does so.
Okay, we'll start with Fern. Fern, go ahead and use your, I believe it's your dexterity to do the cooking, or
Is it wisdom or
yeah, wisdom. I think would fit a little better to understand how the ingredients go together. All right, 13. Yeah, it's not the best meal you whipped up. This kitchen's a little light on supplies, but you're able to come up with these kind of good, a little bit more sweet kind of a bread. You also are able to get the slim pickings for the meat, but you're able to cook it up as well as put on a little bit of seasoning to at least give the pork a bit of life. So it's nothing super fancy, but it's at least filling. You also were able to cook up some potatoes and spice them up as well. Otto. Well, I don't know if there's necessarily a role for filling in, just filling up mugs and steins of beer, but
You have to start making cocktails.
I
It turns out
guess-
they're really frou-frou
well,
around here.
yeah, you know what?
I
Just
guess you could do persuasion for like to get people to buy up on the ones. You know how they ask for like suggestions.
yeah, you got a few people who are basically just coming in wanting like a cheap ale or a beer.
Yeah, I can do persuasion for that.
Okay. And you know what? Yeah, you've inspired. They're not strictly excited about spending their money, so they go up a single like one higher to like the next highest. So instead of 2 copper, it's 3 copper a stein.
Are you doing bar rescue? You're implementing a new cocktail program here.
And yeah, well, you know what? Just because
We
I
need
have
those like string stings.
I was gonna say, but not for this role. But like with my knowledge before, it's like I figure I would have like I could get an advantage on like persuasion, but not on that one.
in this case, I'm gonna they want you to do some fancy bar maneuvers as I have cocktail on the brain. So Otto.
What would that be?
with advantage, do a dex
A dex.
And
Or-
that's it.
acrobatics in this case, as you kind of flip the drinks around. You do like the real fancy bar maneuvers you-
Okay.
with advantage, as you've been a bartender. And yeah, once again, you remember you're a little rusty, but it is purely muscle memory, and you're able to like kind of flip the drinks around and like pour them out super fancy, like quick and fancy. People start doing shots there. It's actually turns out pretty well. As for you, Graham, coming in and grabbing dishes, you actually notice somebody sitting at the bar. They are heavily armed, heavily armored, and you notice a religious symbol that you've seen. It was quite a couple weeks ago, but you do recognize it.
Yeah.
It is the symbol for Erst, the god of war and destruction.
As Graham is bussing a table, he'll kind of look over and go, well, seems like it's about the right season for the war god with all the soldiers mustering about.
Actually, quite the opposite. I would never do a war in winter, but
Then why are people mustering their garrisons then?
up to the counts, I suppose. But where there is war, I follow.
You heard any rumors?
Erst has given me a sign and a directive to head north. Why are you so interested, friend?
Well, can't help but get a little jumpy when you see soldiers in every town along the river.
That's for sure. But the politics behind it are meaningless to me. I simply care about the war itself and the end results.
I see.
But I suppose if you wanted to get any additional information as to the whys and hows of it, you could talk to a politician. As for me, I will be providing my services to whoever can provide Erst that which he desires.
Blood.
Are you perhaps interested in a war cleric?
Not at the moment, but I do tend to run afoul of things in my day job, so I might just need to keep you in mind.
Takes a card.
Your war card.
Erst doesn't have dedicated temples, but he always will have a shrine at a temple throughout every city here. Make an offering. If you are a lesser folk, pray that the war doesn't come, but if you're interested in the war god, then pray that it does.
Nice. Graham nods and will politely thank him for his time and bring back a tray load of dishes to the back.
As you leave, he gives you the greeting and salutations. War and destruction, friend.
War and destruction.
Or destruction.
And upon you be strife.
War and destruction.
War and destruction.
Murder!
Murder, murder.
Blood for the blood god! Well, it's something. I guess we could look into local politicians. So maybe you're onto something after all, Fern.
Check it out.
Fern's a little covered with flour at this point, having worked very hard to cook up a bunch of meal.
We'd have to get cleaned up before we go try to set up a meeting, I guess.
Guess so. Assume we run out the day or the lunch rush or something with the restaurant.
Yeah. Also, Fern, you catch Hank attempting to steal a hunk of ham, like a ham shoulder, and stuff it into himself.
Hank, what are you doing? You can't steal.
I certainly can. I'm doing it right now.
No, put it back. Put it back.
Nah. He puts it back on the shelf under the counter where he grabbed it from.
We'll get you some food later.
And a hat.
Yes, and a hat. It'll be ready. What, tomorrow at this point, I think? Or...
Yes.
Yes, it'll be ready tomorrow.
Yeah.
What did you want to eat? Maybe I can cook something before we leave.
You got any hands?
No.
Just sulks.
I can make cookies in the shape of hands.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay, I'll make him cookies.
Takes
in the
hands
shape
whenever he
of
can
hands.
get them of any kind.
He's got a rumbly in his tumbly.
You
Sugar cookies.
whip up some. Actually, you know what? Yeah, cooking utensil with wisdom. Just to whip up some sugar cookies. Whip up a lot of really nice cookies. Take them out of the oven. And Hank grabs the tray and just dumps them all in his mouth.
Those are really hot. Okay. You didn't even let them cool off.
They don't need to cool. They'll cool in my stomach.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed them.
I do. Oh! He reaches a strap into his mouth, pulls out a sugar cookie, and hands it to you, Fern.
Thank you.
I'm a stomach, I'm a bag. I'm a stomach bag.
About the combination stomach and bag.
I'll give the last hand to Aurora. She can eat that.
Aurora takes the hand and just kind of like lays down and just nibbles it.
Oh, do you want me to roll something for the proficiency of keeping up on dishes?
I assume, D&D is funny because it doesn't actually have a skill or anything around like bussing tables.
Boring shit.
So I assume everyone's fine. And as you leave, John gives each of you a gold for your work you did that night.
Thank you kindly.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, thank you. Really saved my hide there. Thought I was gonna have to close early.
We'll see if we've got some more time to come back this way, but we do have our own errands to keep.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a help.
Y'all take
have
care
a
now.
yeah, you too.
Yeah.
We're gonna cut back to Team Crime.
Team crime.
Best team.
Fiffle,
The Iron
Lucian.
Masters, I'm pretty sure we fucked them up as soon as we got to Vexfall when we first got there. Maybe we should just shake these bitches down for information instead of trying to rob some shit. They're probably just fucking with us.
My God.
So you know a thing or two about gangs, and when a gang is called the Iron Masters, you don't shake them down. They shake you down, basically.
Okay, what if we go to the wizard, right? We tell him, we double cross, but without anybody knowing. We go to the wizard. We say, hey, this is the situation. Get us some fake spells or something like that, some fake shit. We'll go back, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's winner.
They'll know instantly.
I'm so glad you're here, Piffle.
So the way this is going to work is we're going to case the joint.
Okay. We're gonna
For
case
24
a
hours.
wizard's place.
This is going to be an extraordinary challenge for all of us
I'm ready.
because I get bored very easily.
Me too. This feels
So
like
we're
a
going to all
cheat-up
help
now.
each other
Okay.
case the wizard's joint for 24 hours
Okay.
without doing anything silly.
Without doing anything silly.
One of us is going to watch the front door. One of us is going to watch the back door.
All right.
And the other is going to make sure that the people watching the front and the back doors don't do anything else.
Don't you think this wizard is probably strong if he's willing to not pay these strong people their like protection fees?
I do think that.
Don't wizards have like spells like alarm and shit like that, and omnipotence,
Warding
like
glyph?
knowing everything?
Yeah, he doesn't
We're gonna
even
be
need to
relying
be there
on-
to fuck us up.
On Jacques Lucien, cat wizard lawyer,
We're fucked.
to take care of those things.
Yes, Lucian's idea of taking care of this is to just fucking blow the place up, and we'll see if anyone
Oh,
survives
God.
the
Lucien,
explosion.
Lucien, that's not how crime works. I mean, it is, but that's not how stealing works. You can't steal things that you've blown up.
As
Takes
a
a village
wizard,
to
I
train
will
a criminal.
tell you that he can fuck our shit up without even being there, let alone if he is strong and is there.
Look, the whole idea behind stealing is that nobody knows you're doing it. So if we do it right, it doesn't matter how strong the wizard is, because he won't know.
If he is a good planning wizard, he can use glyphs to just activate under conditions.
we're
which
gonna
could be the
stealth in
presence.
there. We're
Doesn't
gonna
even matter if you're stealth. They could activate without being seen or anything.
Well, this is good. This is good, important wizard information, Lucian.
He
That's why
could
we.
be a level 1 wizard. I don't know.
Well,
be,
this is
but-
why. This is why we're gonna case the joint. Okay, we got to see what
All
kind
right,
of.
I will follow your lead, Piffle. This is your expertise here.
Okay, so Lucian, I want you to watch the back door, and Kaido, I want you to watch the front door.
Oh, I could watch the shit out of the front door.
Any
Yep.
disguises?
You do not need disguises. No.
Fuck
Okay.
yes.
All
What
right.
you do need to do is be out of sight. So I want to find like what's across from the front door of the wizard's house.
Well, you arrive at the house and you see it is a stone manor house. It has a large central building. The building itself is about 2 stories tall.
Mhm.
It is flanked by 2 additional wings. Each of those is only a single story tall. Interesting thing you notice about the wizard's house is it has no windows. It's completely stone covered, with the exception of the front door, which is flanked by 2 statues of knights in armor wearing swords and shields.
I would.
So this does not look. This looks pretty. I don't think he's a level 1 wizard, guys.
Can I do like Can I do a check? Can I do an
That's
Arcana
his
check?
power level.
Investigation check? Anything arcane around me? Maybe an Arcana check.
The manor house oozes magic.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, if you're proficient in Arcana, you can do
I
it.
am proficient in Arcana.
Yeah, or I should say anybody who's proficient in Arcana can do the check. Yeah, Kaido. There's definitely a wizard's house. You definitely get the strong sense of magic from here.
From the statues as well. Just out of curiosity, are they emanating some
Yeah, you
magic
definitely see.
bullshit?
Definitely get the feeling that they are probably magically activated in some way.
Oh god. Okay.
There's probably magic. Like, there's really magic all around, as far as you can tell. Like,
All right, I will whisper this to the group and be like, oh yeah, this place is it's emanating with it. Piffle,
What if we
there's
sub
a lot of magic coming out of
the
here.
job out to some urchins? You know?
Oh, what about those? What about that network of children you have?
They're not.
That's in Vaxfall.
So
But we
we're
could get
gonna
more
proceed
children
with the
here.
plan of casing the joint.
Okay,
We
no,
gotta
we can.
see if this guy leaves, if he comes, if he leaves.
Okay,
Um,
it's seeping with magic.
if there really aren't windows, or if they like appear when he wants them to. We're gonna want to watch this place for at least a day, if not a week. So continue with the plan. So what's across the way from the wizard's bizarre manor house?
across the street, it's other houses. Not magic. They look like just normal living houses. They would have peaked roofs that are a little narrow. Some of them do have slightly shallower roofs. But yes, it's basically just houses with windows, balconies. They all seem to be surrounded by the kind of like either stone or iron walls going around it.
Okay. And is it the sort of same general sorts of buildings all around, with or is the back of the place any different?
The actual wizard's house, the back of it is to the river.
Okay. Lucian, I want you to climb up on the rooftops here.
If I may, Piffle, maybe I could fly up there. It'll be easier instead of him actually touching it. I could just stay a distance away. I'll fly up. That's just listen.
Alternatively, I could blow some shit up and we could tap the security system just to see a reaction from afar.
Wait, one thing
What
at
happened?
a time, gents. One thing at a time.
All
Okay,
right.
so Kaido.
Yeah.
Why don't you fly up to the rooftops over
Okay.
there?
Yep.
All right? And Lucian, why don't you hide out along the riverbank?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And don't be seen.
You're asking. You want me to fly up in the air and not be? I will give it a
Yeah.
shot. I'll give it a
That's correct.
try. I would like to fly up and also stealth simultaneously.
So what you're going to do, what I'm going to recommend you do, is that you wait until nightfall
Oh, there it is.
and then fly up there.
Okay.
Stealthily.
Okay.
Yes. Perhaps taking off from some sort of alleyway where there aren't a large crowd of people watching.
Okay.
Yes.
Did I make like a ghillie suit in the meantime on the riverbank? Or like just conjure a fishing pole? Am I a fisherman? How do I crime?
What's my direction here? What's my character?
Lucian,
motivation?
I like where your head is at, and I believe you should indeed conjure a fishing pole. And if questioned, you should claim to not know anything about anything but fishing.
Okay, I am John Wayne,
What the
the
fuck?
fisherman.
happened? Nice.
Don Wayne the fisherman. That's what I like.
We're gonna die. Okay.
We're not-
And I will.
We're gonna
find
crime
somewhere.
so good, guys. This is how you crime. Trust me.
Chapter 3, the plan. All right, I will find an alleyway to stay hidden in until nightfall.
It's getting a little later in the day. Night comes early, around about 4 p.m., so you don't have to wait terribly long. The sun sets rather quickly here, so it is currently night.
I will execute Piffle's plan of stealthing and flying upward above the house.
Okay. Well, you easily fly, but you also have to make your stealth roll.
Is it still with disadvantage because of the armor, right? It's
Yeah.
perpetually. Oh,
It's got like, metal plates that are all shoved together. Yep.
So Kaido, one of the things about crime is that you can't do it in armor. I forgot to mention that earlier, but it's too late now. So
I forgot that bullet point in my note taking.
Yeah,
The next time we meet up, please tell me that. I will doff it right away.
Kaido flies up, smacks into the underside of a balcony, and then goes around it and goes up, having made a loud clanging noise, having struck this metal balcony.
It's all right. Okay, I will fly up and I will stay in position, and I would like to use detect magic
Okay.
to detect the fuck out of any magic around there. So I will go ahead and.
Okay, see here. You'd have to get a little closer, but yes, you could do that.
Okay, yeah, I'll get a little bit closer. Oh, is it just 30 feet away from me?
Nice.
Yeah, you can sense the magic within 30 feet of you.
Sphere of 30 feet. Okay, yeah. So I will have that concentrating on that for 10 minutes, I guess is the duration. And kind of lowering myself down to see what I detect.
Okay. Well, you definitely see magic along the walkway heading to the actual front door. You also see magic kind of going around the actual estate property itself, magic on the statues flanking the door, as well as a faint emanation of magic coming from kind of around the building. But you don't see anything looking in, as it appears to be too thick of stone to actually let you see through.
It doesn't tell me like what kind of magic. It just says that there is magic.
Well, you see various bits of magic of different schools. So let me go and get you those actual, what those schools would be. You definitely see a lot of illusion magic.
Okay.
You see abjuration magic and some conjuration magic.
Some
Traps everywhere. Okay, all right. I guess I will just
Piffle gives you from the ground, looks up, seeing him crashing into the balcony, gives him a final and then heads off with Lucian to position Lucian.
Should we like test the magical security systems, like a barrage of arrows from
maybe an
afar,
explosion.
or
You're going to do so many
explosions,
things
or
to his magical security system.
Supposed to cause destruction.
we
But
can
the first
we
thing
can,
we need to know is the habits of the wizard. You know, does he
we can
ever leave?
mind trick some
Does anyone ever show up? These are
poor
very important
bystander
things.
into walking into the yard and see what happens?
It's
And
like
then
seeing an
step
ADT
B,
sign.
Step B, Lucian. Step B of the plan, or is it C? Anyway, the next step of the plan is not that we go set off his traps,
Right.
but that we find some stupid patsy to go set off his traps.
Right.
Ooh,
I can do some
okay.
suggestion too if we get close to someone who might.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. First thing
Okay.
first is Don Wayne the fisherman.
John Wayne the fisherman.
Yeah.
Pulls
Okay.
out a glowing fishing rod.
So you are a fisherman. This
He's a fisherman.
is a river. There are fish in it. This is all you need to know. But if anybody comes up to you and is like, "What are you doing in this river?" You
Fish.
say, "I'm John Wayne the fisherman, and
There are fish in this river,
Do,
and I'm
do-
fish.
and I'm catching fish in this river."
do you know anything about fish? Am I looking for a specific fish?
I don't know anything about
Be
it.
the
You're gonna have to
NPC.
roll with that one. You're gonna have to make up stuff about fish, my friend.
All right.
Oh god. Just pull up a Z Frank video.
Lucian, you go down to the riverbank, a bit away from the manor house. Start fishing.
I pick a straw up off the ground and just place it in my mouth.
Okay.
Perfect. That is what a fisherman does. That much I know.
So it's getting dark now as you
So
go
while
and
they
do
do
this.
that, I'm gonna like stealth and just like wander around the general area and like check on them periodically and see if I notice. I'm not gonna go onto the property and like trigger traps. I'm just gonna like lurk around the block he's on basically, and
Okay.
just kind of like lurk in shadows and observe the goings on of the neighborhood.
Okay. Fiffle, do a stealth check if you're going to do this stealthily, and then just do a perception check. Very stealthy, Fiffle. You blend into the shadows.
Boo,
But
perception. Boo.
don't quite see. Oh, that's a 2, so you can't even roll. I'm so sorry.
The halfling's natural 1.
You can't quite see. From the shadows, it's actually a little difficult to see the goings on. And this is a neighborhood for tall folk, so unfortunately, as a halfling, you're just having trouble seeing up around a lot of the walls they have.
Balls. Well, we do what we can.
I can get rid of some balls.
Can I roll another perception when the sun comes up?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Kaido, while you're...
Oh no.
casing the joint from the
Uh-huh.
sky.
Yep.
You hear somebody down from below.
Okay.
Hey, you there? What are you doing?
What?
On the balcony below you, the one you crashed into, you see a guard with a spear.
A guard with a spear? Oh my. Okay. I will slowly fly down and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I am actually an artist, and I was captivated by the architecture of this house and wanted a better look at it while I was doing a sketch."
So you're sketching a place? Where's your sketchbook?
Oh well,
Totally
sketching
believable stuff.
sketching the place in the sense of, a harmless actual doodling. I like to visualize first and then actually put my artwork on a piece of paper. I am at the visualization stage. I will take out my notepad, quickly flip to a different page, and show him a blank page of where I'm going to start my beautiful artwork.
Make a deception check.
I'm phenomenal at those. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. All right, great.
Phenomenal. You're at a +0.
I know.
That's phenomenal for Kaido.
I mean,
And-
that roll is phenomenal.
The guard rolled an 18 for his insight check.
God damn it!
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a little dark here to be visualizing and sketching, don't you think?
You're right, but I have to see this house under every different kind of light source at every single
Why don't
time
you
of
beat
day.
it?
All right, will do. Thank you so much, sir, for protecting our towns and our cities. My God, you are doing Ido's his work. That's the only
Who the
god I know.
hell is Ida?
And then
Oh God.
and then I'm going to quickly saunter off towards the direction of a very NPC-looking fisherman.
As you approach,
Way to draw
Lucian.
attention.
yeah, Lucian, actually, you've been there for a little while. After about an hour or so, another fisherman sits next to you,
Oh no!
casts his line to the water. Evening.
uh,
Oh no!
You catch
howdy
anything?
there,
Shit.
partner?
You catch anything? Fish biting tonight.
No,
Fuck yes.
no.
Uh.
That's you.
No.
That's a.
Oh no!
You got a fur ball there?
He's allergic to fish.
Yeah, I've been really sick. I'm getting over this really bad
Oh,
cold,
nice.
partner. I've got some food here. You want some?
Yeah, sure. Why not? What you got?
I got some jerky rations.
He takes a jerky ration from you. Thank you.
Oh,
There you
he's
go.
just must be a Republican.
You got a nice glowy fishing pole there. What's that about? I've never seen one like that before.
Yeah. This thing is pretty sweet, as we say where I'm from. Partner. Yeah. She's got a string on her.
Uh-huh. So it was summoning magic you used, right?
Yeah, it's handy. It's handy. Yeah. It glows, so like the fish are more attracted to it. Actually.
Uh-huh. Well, anyway, I'm from the that Wizard's Manor house right there. Saw you on the
Knew it.
property.
Fucking knew it.
So we're gonna ask you to, take off.
Oh, sure, no problem. I just saw some fish and wanted to get some, but they're not biting anyway, so no problem. Beautiful manner. Thank you.
Thanks for the jerky.
No problem. You have a great day. Sorry to bother you, partner.
He heads back to the manor house
God, you guys are bad at crime.
after, and of course the hour finishes, and the as you were standing there watching him head away, Lucian, your fishing rod disintegrates as the hour has passed.
No problem. Just conjure a new one.
All right. Okay. So
So we reconvene. I got to tell you about all these traps I saw, pretty much
I'm
everywhere.
gonna collect them in the morning, noticing that neither of them are where they're supposed to be.
In the
Okay.
morning.
Fiffle, as you waited until morning, and multiple hours have passed, like it doesn't reach sunrise until about 8:30. But you can go ahead and do another perception roll. Yeah, you haven't really seen much, but fortunately for you, Kaido's not the stealthiest, and Lucian is rather despondent, I'm assuming, over his failure at catching
What
fish.
failure? What failure? What do you mean? I don't even know if I could catch fish with that pole.
The one that wasn't
You actually could.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if like catching it would cause damage or strain on it or something.
Not enough to do strict damage to it, but
True. Okay.
Fiffle, you're able to find both Lucian and Kaido in the morning.
All right. Lucian, Kaido.
Traps everywhere. Everywhere, traps everywhere.
Well, we knew that.
Okay.
Two of you remain terrible at crime, first of all. Number one.
Chapter
You
4.
need to keep practicing. All right.
The
Number
critics.
two. Perhaps it was a mistake on my part to approve plans involving magic when attempting to observe a wizard. All right. So we're going to try this again, but this time we're not going to use any magic. All right. We're going to use disguises, and we are going to do a totally different thing in order to observe the wizard's manner. Okay.
Explosion.
So, and you're gonna trade positions. So Kaido, you are gonna be not a fisherman, but a recreational boater. All right.
Okay. All right. Okay, I can do that. I've been boating before. I could do that. Method acting.
There's an issue that we don't have a boat. Okay. I mean, if you could acquire one today, it doesn't have to be good for this plan. So what you're gonna do is wash up ashore because you crashed your boat recreating upon the river, and that is your vantage point for watching the wizard's manor. Okay, you're gonna want to crash your boat. Boat's gonna be in scare quotes. If you can't find a boat, then you're gonna need to find a pile of scrap lumber.
I mean, I know where there's a kayak, but should I go steal it, or maybe it would be easier if you? Okay. All right. You know what? Never mind. I will do it. Yes, sir. Write it down.
For how this could go.
Okay. Now, Lucian, you and I are going to disguise ourselves, or at least you, as a homeless person. All right. You will shuffle about the street near the front of the wizard's manor and observe the comings and goings of people or things. Pay attention to anything that's not people also. And I will continue to skulk because I'm good at that.
Okay. I know what I must do.
All right. While you are all planning to do this, we're going to cut back to Team Legal, who have, I'm assuming you had returned to the place you were staying.
Yes.
We're not joined by your compatriots last night.
I must step away.
Has anybody heard fire brigades, picket lines, talk from the guards about executions? No? Are we good?
No.
I think we're good.
I'm gonna look at Graham in the morning and straight face says, "We are so fucked." And you know it. I know it. Fern knows it. Aurora knows it. Even fucking Hank knows it.
I know a lot of things.
Yeah.
Keep crime was not a good idea.
It never is, but you can't stop them. I was hoping with a chaperone they could do less worse.
It's not the chaperone I'm worried about.
I do have augury prepared. Do I want to burn a second level spell slot on it? Probably not.
He's gonna get caught when they read it.
Graham, you actually feel Hank tugging on your pant leg.
What's up, buddy?
Can I have a knife?
What do you want a knife for?
Stabbing.
Who are you gonna stab?
Whoever.
We'll talk later, but right now our problems would be made worse, not better, by stabbings.
But I got my wizard hat and my wizard knife.
I
You need a robe and a wizard hat, not a knife.
I'm not sure you understand how wizards work.
Maybe a
Any
wand.
good wizard has a good knife.
I could sharpen the wand. I suppose that will work.
Oh no, you don't stab with
Harry Potter shims people. Fucking chav Harry Potter.
Yeah, I want a wand. Give me a wand, please. Or I'll take your hands at night.
Whose?
Whoever doesn't
Can
get
you
me the
even move?
wand.
Can you even move?
You know I have another bag of holding.
Competition, eh?
No, what I'm saying is if you try to threaten me to take my hands again, I'm putting it inside you.
I'm gonna look at Graham with a shocked face.
You. Hank goes over to Fern. Fern, can I have a wizard wand?
We'll try to find one. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't take anyone's hands.
Okay. Hey, Fern.
What?
I need you to kill Graham.
No, I'm not gonna kill Grant.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. I see how much you care about me.
We got enough
Look.
criminals to worry about right now.
We can go get your hat today, I think. So.
Yeah. He just kind of like
Okay.
flops his straps around.
An excited bag. I was wondering if I should get that large wizard hat, that hat seller hat as well.
Do
I don't
it.
know if
He's
we need
good.
it for anything.
He's good.
If he's good.
That is literally our system of managing our party. If you're good, you'll get a nice hat.
Hey, Kata's been well behaved. He even used discretion. Well, I'm not gonna argue with you. Thank you. I will just leave. I'm so
Oh.
shocked.
I also
Right?
need to drop off those books at the library that Hank stole.
Borrowed.
Yeah, why don't we do that
Borrowed?
on our errands and see what
Yeah.
the city's talking about on our way?
Okay. So you're getting the hat, going to the library, and what else are you doing today for team legal?
I'm
Trying to
assuming
set up
we're
a
not-
meeting with.
Yeah, we can
Politicians.
go to town hall and see if we can get an audience with some figure who might be connected to enough to know what's going on with the crime, TM, or the
Okay.
war.
Set up
War.
because we get both sides of the story at the same time. The illegal and
They
the
direct us to the wizard. We just get to his tower in time for the party to
That
start.
would be hilarious.
I got an idea for you. I kind of hope it happens. I don't want to wait to say it.
I have
For who? For
Wizard is the
Kaido?
mayor.
There, Kaido. I think it'd be funny is if you're so bad at crime, you go to steal the kayak from the guys you did the lumber smuggling for.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
They
Yeah, I
get
gotta go.
arrested and you accidentally bust them.
I'm hoping all the bad antics I do, one of them will just pan out somehow for like a beneficial thing, but it's not looking that way so far.
It's not, is it?
No, it's
Perhaps
not.
there's
but
something that could be examined in that.
I don't think it's worth really looking into that deeply.
I think it's great. It's entertaining. Everybody has fun.
It is entertaining.
I'm just trying to be as entertaining as possible without actually dying.
What you're doing on
Who wants the
That's
world?
the goal. Welcome to the game of life. Okay. But that is the plan, to go steal a kayak from them.
All right. Well, let's see here. We'll start with Fern going to, I'm assuming, the library first?
Yeah, just gonna drop off the books. They have like one of those drop boxes.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, you just drop the books into that slot. Goodbye, books.
$5.
Graham is like visibly bracing for something to go horribly wrong during returning the books.
The books go into the slot. You hear them fall in and hit into an empty container. Nothing seems to happen.
All right.
Portal of hell doesn't open up. You don't get accosted by guards. Nothing.
Always remember to return your library books, Hank.
Before or after digestion?
Don't digest them.
I'll keep that in mind.
Never digest the books.
But what if I need the fiber?
Never digest the books. Get some fiber from another source.
All right.
Okay.
Wait, do mimics of holding need fiber?
I poop, don't I?
I don't
Do
know.
you?
Do you? That's a good question.
You know, never really thought about it. Maybe? Well, my dad's coming today. You can talk to him about it.
He's coming here?
Yeah, I can sense him.
Oh, cool.
Is it the same wizard? Are we?
That would be incredible.
Are we
would
robbing
be
Hank's dad? Oh my god. Feels so dirty. I don't need a shower.
Ooh, boy.
That was an out of
So then
character.
we'll head to the
epiphany.
hat shop, I guess.
Okay. You arrive at the hat shop. The same rather touched hattier is there. Hands you the nice wizard hat that rests quite well upon your head, Fern.
Thank you. Do you still have that other wizard hat? The older one that you had?
Yes. Yes, I do.
How much would you like for that one?
2 gold. And it's yours.
Okay, so 3 gold for both hats.
It's a classic, after all. But
Okay.
yes.
Okay, well I'll take both hats for 3 gold.
Dusts off the hat and hands it to you.
Thank you.
If you need any more hats, please let me know.
Will do. See you later.
Hank just says, which one's mine?
Which one do you want?
Both?
Which one do you want to wear now?
Both?
At the same time?
Could fit on each other.
Oh god.
The super wizard.
It's entirely possible to wear multiple hats at the same time. I've
I
done
want. It's a hat.
Hank the Sysadmin. They
Eh.
actually hired me for enterprise architecture, but here I am.
He takes the hats from you and he puts on the old hat and eats the new one.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't eat it so much as he stores
He
it within
puts-
himself.
Okay. There you go. That works.
Can I cast spells now?
You can
Right.
try. I don't know. Do you know any spells?
No.
No.
Except for the ability to turn into other objects.
That's
Guess
pretty
that
handy.
would be magic, wouldn't it?
Maybe your dad can teach you some spells.
Yeah, maybe you can.
I should steal some of his books.
That might get
You
him
could just
awful
probably
sore at you.
Ask him for them, you know.
Ask. What a weird concept.
It tends to work out pretty well.
I don't know. I'm talking to Fiffle. He says it doesn't.
Yeah, have you seen Fiffle's track rate?
Yeah, it's great. Do you know how much crime he does successfully?
I guess
Oh.
I don't. Just defeated.
But that's actually very good.
And how much crime does everyone else do successfully?
Less.
Not as much.
Okay.
If you tell them I'm a wizard at the town hall, they'll maybe let you speak to the count. Or the duke, even.
We spoke to the Duke, though.
Oh, I don't remember that. Was I there? Did you take me?
Did we? I don't even remember.
How could you not take me to meet the duke? Unless I was asleep or forgot.
I think you might have been asleep, buddy.
Aww. I'll eat his hands another time.
I'll take it.
Oh, I won't eat his hands, Graham. I know you're a little stick in the mud.
I'm just trying to keep everybody in this group alive. It's really hard.
You fucking
Hank, it's
hayseed.
so hard.
You hick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Threaten to put a bag of holding in me.
Don't threaten to take my hands, because I'm not going to arm you.
You little hayseed.
With big hayseed, thank you very much.
We'll see. What's the rest of Team Legal doing as Graham and Hank argue with one another?
Watching the people.
Graham has an identity crisis as he realizes he's arguing with a bag.
I don't know. What's left to do?
We gotta go try to set up a meeting with someone at probably, I guess, a town hall or some type of place like that.
What's up this meeting then?
Okay. Well, the library and actually, funny enough, the hat store are relatively close to the town hall, so you arrive there without too much trouble.
What side of town is this on, by the way?
This is like right in the center of town. You actually can see the rather large, looming keep that forms the center of Kirog. It's well within sight of you. It's not as tall as the sea tower, but it definitely like is large and imposing. And funny enough, the town hall is right in space.
Hey. Thank Well, this was Fern's original idea. She can take the lead.
But I don't want to.
You seem to have a better track record going than I do.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Fern, you
Okay,
arrive
so
at the town hall.
we'll go in, introduce ourselves.
Okay. There is somebody there, like at the clerk at this front desk. Yes, can I help you?
Hi, we're with the Crossblades in Vaxfall,
Mm-hmm.
and we're trying to get some type of meeting set up with whoever's in charge here, the mayor, count, someone.
I could suppose, if you would like to meet with the Count of Kirog, we could possibly manage that. Besides that, we have several different lords who you could speak to, or any number of bureaucrats.
Let's see.
We're a little concerned about the armies mustering here along the river, and we're trying to figure out what's going on, if we could possibly put a stop to this before anything happens.
That is a concern, yes. Let me schedule some time with the Count today. Especially as Crossblades, you've met with the Duke just recently, if I recall.
Yes.
Well, yeah, word of the your success in the Gauntlet has certainly traveled upriver.
Yes, that was right before I joined, but I heard about it as well.
That's true. I don't recall there being a Rabbit Girl as a member, but yes. Well, let me stencil in something and see if we can find... Actually, the Count had a lunch meeting that got canceled. I could possibly stencil that in for you.
That would be great.
Let me make a note here. Alright, yes, come back at lunch and I'll be able to have you meet with the Count.
Great, thank you so much.
No, you're quite welcome.
Graham releases a breath he didn't realize he was holding. You see, Hank? That's how it's supposed to go.
But wizard hat.
Yeah.
We could get you a wizard hat. You don't have to stab anybody to be a wizard.
You have the wizard hat already. You don't have to stab anyone.
But that's what wizards do, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wizards blow things up with giant fireballs. They shoot at things.
Sometimes. Sometimes they're not violent lunatics.
No,
Can you
with
get
how
me
much
a-
power, it always corrupts.
I understand. Fern, can you get me a grenade so I can blow somebody up?
Yeah, don't.
Like a wizard?
No, I don't even know where to get a grenade.
Also, what's a grenade?
Oh, they have grenades here. They're basically like little metal balls, and they have a little wick at the top that you light.
We've seen them. I use them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to even
No.
know that. That's cool.
I mean, it's not safe, but
Anything we do is not safe.
well, while this argument is going on, we're going to swap back to Team Crime.
I gotta run to the restroom anyway. And Team Crime is on screen.
This is their chance. You won't know
Lucian
what
has
happened.
come up with an ingenious plan to disguise himself. Since it's a new day,
Okay.
he's going to swap one of his spells for disguise self, one that I don't normally have prepared.
Okay.
And he's firstly going to don his very rich, expensive suit before he does so. So he will have a very nice suit under his disguised self,
Mhm.
but he will also take, I guess, an hour, we said, to create a disguise to cover his face and hands from the suit.
Okay.
And then cast disguise self. So in case the disguise self is seen through, he will have a disguise underneath as well.
All right. What are you disguising yourself as using the disguise self spell?
The homeless man, as I was instructed by my crime
Mentor.
mentor. Thank you. But underneath will be a rich, sophisticated kitty cat.
Okay.
Nice.
And okay, so go ahead for the hour of disguise kit. You can roll your sleight of hand in order to utilize your disguise kit, or actually, it might just be agility. As you attempt to paint yourself with and you do a great, fantastic job of it too. You're able to make yourself look like a different kitty cat, alter your colors and scars, and even kind of change your eye color a little bit. So you look like a homeless kitty cat, different from John Wayne the fisherman.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. The disguise self spell will make me look not like a kitty cat.
Yeah, your disguise kit basically makes you look like another kitty cat wearing rich clothing.
Yeah. Okay.
Your disguise self spell is going to make you look like what now?
When disguise self, he's gonna be like a really, really skinny, and I think it makes it me like
Now,
a
hold
little
on.
taller or shorter. What?
Just a goddamn moment.
What mentor?
We had a talk about magic, didn't we?
Did we?
Oh, no
We're trying
magic.
to do
Yeah.
crime on wizards. We had a talk about we made mistakes just yesterday involving magic. We can't do any magic. They'll know. They're wizards.
Okay, you're the teacher. So, but I made this disguise multi-layered.
Okay, but if any of those layers are magical, they won't work.
Fair enough.
So you're gonna need to be a. You're gonna need to be a normal recreational boater.
I thought Kaito was the
I'm
boater
the
and I
boater.
was the bum.
Oh! You're gonna need to be a normal homeless person.
All right, I will take a second crack at my disguise kit.
Non-magic. No disguised person.
No disguise person. Okay.
You need to take that disguise kit. You're gonna need to take the makeup jar that says dirt on it, and you're gonna want to rub that dirt color all over your face and all of your
Yes, sir.
clothes. Yep.
Okay.
A really good way to look homeless, by the way, is if you take your fancy suit you've got there and just absolutely rub that dirt paint all over it.
No,
Sure,
sir.
I'll help you. Piffle
No.
picks up a pile of dirt from the ground and starts rubbing it on.
Oh.
My 15 gold suit that I paid, you motherfucker.
You can get it laundry
Get it
matted.
cleaned. I'm trying
so-
to teach you how to do crime.
Actually, you can just use magic to clean it as well.
Prestidigitation.
Later,
Yeah.
not
I
right
don't have that
now.
one.
With the magic.
Okay, I will be an ex-businessman who has become homeless.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, so be it.
while this is going on. Kaido, you were looking for a boat.
Yeah, but I am going to learn my lesson, and I'm going to remove my splint armor.
Okay.
So I will be removing the splint armor. I have no other armor to really give me any AC, so I'm gonna go armorless for this little expedition. I'm gonna go back to the lumber yard where I had made my measly 5 gold on where the
Doesn't need to be a big one.
kayaks and those little
Add a little
ding.
bit more pulled porky barbecuiness to it.
Okay. So you head back to the lumberyard.
Yep, I attempt to go stealth so nobody can see me.
Oh boy.
Do a stealth without disadvantage.
Okay.
He's learning.
Yes.
Okay. You're able to sneak around various like pieces of lumber, the actual like like cut down trees, and even some stacks of like lumber. It's like and planks. Okay, so you're able to sneak around there.
Do I see? Can I investigate to see if there's any of those kayaks that we were using to transport? Those little dinghies that we were using to transport lumber up and down the river?
Yeah, go ahead and make a investigation roll. All right. You see rather large boats. Not huge, but definitely meant to go up and down the river. No real dinghies, although you do remember seeing some further up the river, and you do recall you had to actually swim the planks up the river itself before you got there.
Looking, hold on.
So you got to go like a few hundred feet north of
Looking at
where
any
you
of
are.
the boats that are available currently, do I feel confident in having, like, are they complicated boats, or do I?
These are like river boats. They look to have a crew of about 6 to 10 people.
Okay. No.
And
all right. All right. That answers that. I'm going to go ahead and continue sneaking up where those dinghies were, the few hundred feet up river.
Okay. You're able to make your way up river.
Yep.
To that small little dock you had gotten into the dinghy at. You do see a number of dinghies that are kind of tied up, including the one that has the flag you had been, told to look for.
Okay.
And you do see the gentleman who had given you the directions and paid you still there.
Shit. Okay. I need to ask myself, what would Piffle do?
Mm-hmm.
Would I go negotiate with this guy, or do I just go sneak and steal a boat? Do I go?
Drown him.
I will go through my notepad, and I will tell myself, okay. Do I remember what relations I had with this guy? Were we on bad terms, or we were on good terms? So what happened with this guy? I don't remember.
You had.
I think everything went well with him, right? He wasn't the one who was at the docks and everything like that. I think
he was the one who just gave you the job, I believe.
Yeah, he was.
Okay. Okay, I am going to unstealth and walk up to saunter over to the man and say, "Hey, hi, old friend. I see we meet again."
Oh, yeah, it's you.
Yep. Hey, I was actually wondering, are all of these your dinghies? Or are these all your little boats? Do you own this plethora of boats?
I mean, not really, but it's my job to, watch them.
Watch them? Are you, by chance, renting them out? Maybe I could rent one out for the afternoon or for the day. What are your...
Are you actually renting a boat from the guy who caught you yesterday?
No, he didn't. This wasn't the guy that caught me.
This was the guy who gave him the smuggling
The
job.
lumber jar. I actually have good relations with this guy.
Oh, good.
Don't worry, he's working on that.
Anyways, renting prices maybe for this boat, for any of these little dinghies.
I can't rent any of these, but I got one. If you want to go up a little bit further north, I can rent you one.
Okay. All right. How much further north? Like a couple hundred feet? Is this just a walk away?
Yeah, you can walk it. It's not that bad.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Sounds good. What are the prices looking like to rent one of these?
For you, let's say a gold for the day.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. Yeah, I will follow along to this new location of boats.
Okay. He brings you to a small dock house. All right, wait out here for a second. I'll be right back. I gotta go, grease some palms, as it were.
I would like to do an insight check.
Okay.
Am I getting fucked over here by this guy? I would like to
Yeah,
know what his intentions are.
Go roll insight.
Okay, insight it is. Oh fuck, I suck at insight. Alright.
You're pretty sure he's, doing crime in order to like help you get a boat.
Okay. Alright, fair enough. Sounds good. I'll be waiting right out here.
You're learning it like a language, full immersion.
He heads inside. About 10 minutes later, he comes out. All right, we got a boat. Just head inside. You got to grab your like actual, gear, especially the oars, or you're not gonna be able to move the damn thing.
For another gold, how about you go in there and get me my stuff? I'm feeling a little shy today.
You're feeling shy?
Yeah, today. It's a shy day.
All right. Take another gold from you.
Okay, that'll be 2 gold, all right.
And he all right, yeah, go wait in he points to a boat.
Okay.
Go there. Go wait in there. I'll be right back.
I'll go wait in the boat. How long do you can I start putting back my armor? I'd like to start putting back
It would take about 10 minutes, I believe.
Alright, I don't want to be caught halfway. Yeah, I'm going to start doing it right when he leaves. I'm assuming it's going to take him 10 minutes, or maybe if it takes more than that, I guess I'll have half an armor on.
Yeah. So, Kaido, you get into the boat. It's a nice little dinghy, very similar to the one you had gone on yesterday. Very... Yeah, it's nothing fancy. It's just a nice, solid dinghy. The oars are in the dinghy itself.
The oars are in the dinghy?
Yeah.
The fuck did I send them back there for? Okay.
At which point you see... Yeah, make a perception check, actually. I want to see what you see.
Oh no! Wait a minute, what did I send that fucker in there for? For
You
gold?
go get his buddies to fuck you up.
Oh, I think I might just have to leave. Oh, I'm sorry, what check? Perception?
Perception, please.
Okay.
Yeah, you actually do see like a couple of people aiming crossbows out of the windows of this boathouse above you, taking aim at you.
At me? Okay, I will immediately cut the boat and start paddling along.
Okay, you...
Have I succeeded in putting the armor on, or
it would not have been 10 minutes,
okay,
no.
fair enough. Okay, yes, I will expeditiously retreat without actually using the spell Expeditious Retreat.
Okay, so you're going to do an action to basically cut the rope of the boat, holding it to the dock?
Yes.
Okay. So the line gets cut. I mean, it's very easy for you to simply chop it with any of the various weapons you have upon you.
Okay, the oars are in the boat, correct?
Yes, they are.
Right, I will set them up and start paddling away.
Okay, and while that's happening, there is going to be 2 shots at you with a heavy crossbow.
Okay.
The 10 or the 5 does not hit, so you see this bolt pierce the water next to you, and another one pierces as well.
Okay.
So you're able to start paddling upriver back to where the house is, up to the manor house.
Yeah, this is okay, not a big deal. All right. Am I out of sight of shots for the time being?
Well, they have a range of 400, so not quite.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So one more shot is going to come towards you. The 21 does hit, although it only scratches your leg, dealing 2 piercing damage.
Okay.
Before the sound of crossbows being shot starts to attract the attention of some city guards.
Oh my god, Piffle, I fucked this up. Okay.
So but go ahead, make an athletics check if you want to like row very, very quickly.
I will let the row very quickly.
You are able to row not that quickly. As you... So one more crossbow while you are within range is going to shoot out at you.
Dodge.
Does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
Uh, also cutting you for the total of 5 damage. Please make another athletics roll to attempt to get out of dodge.
No problem. We got this one. Yes.
Well, maybe it's just the second crossbow hitting you that has caused the adrenaline to start flowing, and you're able to suddenly get yourself up and like out of the area, up the river. And some of the other guards, some of the city guards, are like kind of heading around the street. But you do kind of go around a section of the river, and you're out of sight of like whatever is going on over there.
Am I anywhere near Pitfall, or no? Is that an adventure? I have to still keep rowing to them.
You got to roll like a little bit more.
Okay, gotcha.
But
All right.
you're able to, now that out of danger, get back to the area without too much trouble.
Okay. I'd like to wear my armor if I can even get a break to do that at any point.
You're able to find 10 minutes to take a break.
Super naked. Okay, awesome. Piffle, good news. I got a boat. Bad news. The city's after us.
All right, so I'm going to need you to take that boat and take it on down the river.
I feel like I'm a distraction here. Am I
Rule 7
bait?
of crime: don't lead the guards back to your accomplices.
That was
Write it
not. That was not a bullet point. I've been writing everything you were saying.
I just said it now. Write it down.
Okay, let me write it down. I will lead the city guard.
Do not lead the guards. Not lead.
Just lose them. Just lose the stars. You're saying. Lose
If
the Grand
possible.
Theft Auto stars. Okay.
Yeah. Lose your stars before returning to the hideout.
The spilled and guild instead of the pay and spray.
How does this go down? Do I see Kaido rowing down the river with guards in pursuit?
You don't really see any guards in pursuit, as Kaido was able to get out of the area without too much trouble.
Okay.
Besides the initial barrage of crossbow bolts.
Yeah, I'm not actively being followed. I am just,
So why did they try to kill you when you tried to rent a boat?
I don't know. This whole fucking town sucks. There. I don't know what to tell you. Everyone's super aggressive. I bought a boat slightly illegally, but we're fucking team crime. So what was I gonna go? Buy one legally? That's completely against what we're standing for right now. So
and probably a lot more expensive. I understand.
Right.
Well,
and then I was rowing, and I don't know. Maybe I was in a no-row zone or something, but a bunch of guards just started shooting out of nowhere. And
it wasn't guards, was it?
It was. The other ones were dressed like guards.
The guys you went to get, I think. Guards started to show up after they heard the commotion.
Mm-hmm.
You'd only seen men holding crossbows leaning out of windows in the boathouse.
So you got away with a boat, is what you're saying.
I got away with a boat, yeah. I got swindled an extra gold, but hey, I'm learning.
Actually, you probably kept yourself alive because you were a little smarter about that.
Yeah, you got lucky with that one.
Oh, really? You think so?
Oh, they were gonna jump you in that boathouse, dude.
Fuckers.
Think about what happens if you walk in that boathouse.
Yeah, true. Okay,
We're getting there.
Two gold, and we survived. But bad news again. I think I'm wanted all over again. I've done something.
That's okay. The guards don't know who you are. They just know. They don't know anything. It's fine. We're fine.
All right, we're good.
We're good.
All right,
we're good.
Back to the plan.
So, go ahead and so this is winter, so sunset's very early. So right around mid-afternoon, go ahead and take your boat down past the Wizard's Manor, and come ashore, just off the property. And then I want you to keep an eye on that place. And if they come down there and they ask what you're doing, tell them I'm just having some trouble with my boat. I'll be on my way as soon as I repair.
I think the plan is flawless, except it's a paddle boat. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what? It's flawless.
Put a good hole in it.
So what you're going to want to do is make a hole in your boat. Okay.
If I get caught, right?
If you get caught.
Gotcha.
Or even before you get caught, so that it's already there. And then
When the
if
explosion
they-
happens,
just make sure you're off their property. If they give you trouble, tell them you're going to call the guards.
This also feels like a stealth thing. I should take off my armor, correct?
Yes, you should take off your armor. Here, I'll stash that in this alley here for you.
Oh boy.
No, I can keep it in my book bag. Don't stash it.
yeah.
All right, I mean, if you want to carry
Now
it on,
armor gets fucking lost. Are you kidding me?
that's
So it's
fine.
expensive.
Cool. So
All right, I will
yeah,
remove
go ahead
the
and do
armor.
that, and let us know what happens. Let us know how that goes.
Okay.
All
You're
right.
doing great, sweetie.
What's Lucy doing now? He's dressed as a homeless man.
Lucian is dressed as a homeless man, and he is just hanging around, trying to get not too much attention drawn to him, and just looking out for people moving in and out of the mansion.
Okay, go ahead and make your perception check. A 20. Okay. Looking into the manor house, as you get closer, you notice people, not a lot of people, but you see occasionally some rather fine dressed, normally one person, occasionally it's a couple, head into like the manor house property. Traveling into the actual property itself, you do notice a slight shimmer as they like get onto the actual like past the gate, but you do see them like go in like up the path, and occasionally, so they'll get to the door, and you can't hear anything that's going on as you're a little too far away, but you do see that the door will open up apparently by itself as you don't notice any like handle on it. They walk in, and then a few hours later they walk out. You see this occur with like a couple of people. So you probably watched a good like 6 people either in pairs or just by themselves go and do this over the course of the day. Eventually, somebody comes out of the house you didn't see go in, and you recognize him as the person you had met last night pretending to be a fisherman. He comes up to you and is like, "Hey, you doing all right, friend?"
Yeah, good. How you doing?
Yeah, good. Hey, how much is it going to cost to have you just leave?
What?
How much money do I have to give you to have you just kind of like go somewhere else? Doesn't have to be far, just not here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take whatever you got. I'm starving. You got any food in there?
Make a deception check.
Good job. Good cry. You see Pivel's face sort of like sticking out of an alley like 2 blocks down. He's like,
It was teetering on the 1.
I'm watching
and
your
it
bird
just, like,
fledge.
flipped over to a 7.
All right, so heads back inside. A few minutes pass, and he comes back out, hands you a piece of jerky. And
Soul for a soul.
somebody gave you some jerky last night. You look like you can use it, pal.
Oh, thank you so much.
And he hands you 2 gold.
Wow.
Anyway, you got some food, you got some money. Why don't you head down the street? You know, there's actually a few temples that'll take in, people down in the luck. It'd be a little bit better than, being out here.
Thank you. You're an angel. What's your name? I just. Thank you. I'm headed out.
Don't worry about it. I just got a final question for you, though.
Uh-oh.
You're a kind of homeless, looking to get some money, right?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always trying to get money. It's hard to get money these days, you know.
Yeah, but you haven't asked anybody for money, and you don't have any, anything to keep money in.
Yeah,
No jar or
like
bowl.
handouts. I don't like handouts, you know. It's you gotta live on your own means.
Sure. Well, anyway, yeah, the temple here will keep you warm, get you a nice meal.
Oh, I don't deal with those religious people, but I'll get out of here. I'll clear out. Thank you.
just throw up.
I'll be right back. I can't wait till what I come back to.
While this is going on, it is now later in the afternoon. Actually, no, before that, we're going to go to Team Legal, as it is now lunchtime.
Motherfucker, you want a job? Just go sit outside this guy's house. I'll pay you to leave.
Right?
Thank you.
That's...
I appreciate you going.
Oh, I get my ration back though. Let's go. That's what's important. He didn't eat the ration I gave him. This is bullshit.
Yeah, what an asshole.
I mean, you were coughing a lot, you know.
I mean, he could have just been like, "No, I'm good." He took it from me just to not eat it. Like, okay.
He was being
Even
polite.
it for later, like he had it on hand too.
He was like, you know what?
Not like he even
Maybe he's
threw
just
it out
fucking with
again.
you. Maybe he just knows it's you the whole time.
Yeah, you good.
Impossible.
My disguise is flawless.
Yeah, it's about as flawless as could be was that 20. But yeah, at lunchtime, Team Legal, Otto, Graham, and Fern
Team legal.
arrive back at the tower, or perhaps they never left. But a guard comes and collects you and brings you up the actual tower itself into it'd be a small office, definitely smaller like where the Duke's office, but larger than a lot of the other offices you've been in. The man sitting at the desk there waves the guard away. Ah, Crossblades, come in. How can I help you? I'm Count Leopold Vale, if you're wondering.
Nice to
meet
meet
you, sir.
you.
Ah, thank you. You actually met my daughter, if I recall correctly. She's the order of the. She's the head of the Order of the Tower.
Yeah, I reckon we have. We might have driven her crazy.
No, she actually said you were quite polite. But it's very useful. My daughter's going to be the Countess when I pass. Hopefully not too soon. But also serving the Duke as well. We've always maintained a very strong relationship, friendship, and alliance.
Great.
Happy to hear that. I
Yes.
was actually, we were wondering about whether you could tell us anything about the armies getting mustered. I heard some rumors about something up north, but it was a little alarming seeing a couple towns garrisons assembling.
That one probably would be you'd have to go to the Duke to get the full story, but my understanding is from my various contacts in Silsanus and Drindir is that they have been raising some armies, mustering that together. I've actually put out the call for a muster myself as a precaution. But one thing to keep in mind is Silsanus' count and Drindir's count are allies to each other and not quite fans of the Duke. I've also heard some rather disturbing rumors blaming him for loss of trade ships to pirates, claiming he is incapable of protecting Viderheim.
There's a civil war brewing?
Hopefully not.
Oh shit.
Winter's not a great time to go to war, but on the other hand, if it comes to it, we're prepared. Viderheim's united ever since the Arwellan Empire has left, but perhaps not as united as one would suspect. Each count, once the previous duke dies or retires, the counts get together, elect a new duke from among themselves. The Count of Drindir was concerned that he was not made the duke. But it's quite foolish because the Groven family has been the Duke of Viderheim for quite some time. You'll always find a Groven in the tower.
So is he taking exception to that at this point?
Well, it's not like a Count of Drindir has never been elected to become the Duke, but I suppose he's accusing him of not being a warrior with his lame leg. He's accusing him of being weak, accusing him of conspiring with foreign entities to weaken our great nation, as he puts it.
Lovely.
But it's meaningless. The Count can wait until the Duke passes, and then he can try his luck with the Elector Council again.
Doesn't seem he's keen on waiting, though.
Well, probably not, as they're about the same age, so even if the Duke Groven does leave this world before he does, he'll probably be an old man, able to enjoy the dukedom for some couple of months to years at most.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, I'm not concerned about any untimely demise of our dear Duke, as my daughter is making sure to keep him quite safe.
Well, do you think they might be turning their armies towards Vaxfall, Drindir and Silsanis?
They could march down towards Vaxfall itself. Of course, then you have to actually siege the city. Not easy, considering the massive curtain wall protecting it, as well as the fact that it sits on a river and borders the ocean, meaning it's constantly able to be resupplied.
Mm-hmm.
You also have the armies
winter,
of...
like you said.
Oh, yes, no. Horses can't forage, armies can't forage. You basically have to run an entire supply train down the road. You have the armies of Talva to deal with. Also, the Countess is a ally to Duke Groven, so if you do march your armies down there, you have to concern yourselves with her marching her armies and cutting you off.
So it doesn't sound like they'd be making a strike. But
I prefer to be safe rather than sorry. If they are planning something, though, I doubt they'll be stupid enough to actually head down and attempt to siege Vaxfall itself. That would simply be suicide.
I did hear about something going on up north. A follower of the War God was a little chatty the other day.
Well, there may be some... the War God Urs. Mind you, I don't put any faith in Urs. I simply ask him never to involve himself in my business. But, yes, various... I mean, up north, you're going to find far fewer settlements. I mean, really, what you're going to find up north are giants and the... well, I hate to say it this way, uncivilized society of Viderheim, the old nomadic tribes from before we became settled. Dwarves, orcs, Goliaths, humans, they roam around, but we don't have any trouble with them, mind. They simply aren't settled in villages and cities and towns. They maintain their old style of life. Oh, and of course, pirate hunting season. Pearl Island, you go up pretty far that way.
Yeah, you think that might be what the armies are for?
Probably not for... no, not for Silsanis and Drindir. They don't... they aren't near the actual ocean themselves. And the pirate would be quite foolish to try and head up the actual river itself to strike, for the simple fact that they'd have to travel through Vaxfall, or go by Tyrus, or if they're feeling especially foolish, going by Vosk.
Do you have any guesses or theories about what's going on?
Yes, the Counts are rattling some sabers in order to get some concessions. I'm also assuming they're not strictly that happy with the Duke being ever so forceful with his recommendation that they fix their sewage issue. But it's not even that. It's just simmering tensions and a bit of overblown nonsense. I have my armies mustering as a precaution. I don't think I'm going to use them.
Certainly hope not. Graham is thinking about how it's a powder keg of a situation, and then they blew up the Count's house.
Whoops.
Well, either way, I won't say there won't be a war. I'm just thinking that it would be difficult to execute it, and the counts of Silsanis and Jandir would be risking a lot on a very poor gamble.
I certainly hope you're right, and I think you're more positioned to be in the know than I. I appreciate
Well.
you taking the time with us.
Oh,
Thank
no,
you.
you're quite welcome. As a precaution, though, I'm going to be sending a message to the Duke himself, and ensuring.
I sent one along as well. We've got some quarrels with one of the counts, and
Hopefully not me. I hope.
oh goodness, no, you've never tried to put us to death for saving your life.
I suppose that would be a bit rude. I doubt I would ever engage in that kind of. I don't quite even know what kind of a scenario that would be, to be honest.
It's complicated, but hopefully it'll be in. Hopefully it'll be behind us before the end of the year.
Well, we'll see. But anyway, you might want to return to Vaxfall just to be safe if when you get a chance. Winter is definitely upon us. We'll have to be concerned about the river freezing. Makes it difficult to travel down south. It does tend to travel quickly enough that ice does have a trouble forming, but you never know.
Understood. I suppose one more thing while we got you here. We were thinking of looking into the dragon situation up a little further north.
Oh, yes. Yep.
There any insights you have about that whole situation?
I've had some agents going and investigating. I don't want to say it's simply a Silsanis issue, or even a Rarkan issue. If they decide to range south more, they can definitely become a problem for my city. It's primarily preying on the villages and towns that dot the kind of bend at the river, farther up north, closer to Rarkan, but you would have to travel up a little past north of Silsanis if you're having trouble with the Count of Jandir. I'm assuming also having trouble with the Count of Silsanis, but
that would be an accurate assessment.
Might recommend a rowboat to simply get you across river, maybe a bit north, and just try and stay in the rougher sections. Just rough it a bit.
Prudent. We're traveling with some characters. Graham.
What does that mean?
Graham starts reaching into his coat
What
for
does
his
that mean?
flask, realizes he's having a conversation with a count, and just puts his hand down,
Says it's okay. They're not here.
trying to
As-
behave himself. It's okay,
as-
Graham. They can't hurt you anymore.
Graham is reaching for his flask. He sees Hank putting the old wizard's hat into himself and pulling out the new wizard's hat slowly, and just puts it on, locking eyes with you, and then shuts again. Just like a little toothy smile as he does it.
Well, I think I've got most of my questions answered. Any insights from the rest of you?
I
I
think
think that was it. We just wanted to know, I guess, what was going on with these armies, and
Well, always better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Admittedly, the two counts do have friends further afield, but I don't know if they'd be willing to take up their cause. But the issue with pirates has been rather difficult for various counts who are asking for a solution to it. It's pirate hunting season. They simply had to wait, and now the issue will be resolved soon enough.
What goes into a pirate hunting season?
Oh, quite simply, now that the fishermen's standard fishing season's out and about, they will trade their fishing poles for spears and crossbows, and will begin hunting the actual pirates that prey upon our trade ships, or may even attempt to raid the coastal villages.
I see.
Yes,
And,
there's a open bounty, with the largest, of course, being for the pirate admiral.
Right, we've heard rumblings of that in our own line of work. Relatedly, might be something worth doing while we're out here, depending. Though I would like to get back to Voxfall before the river freezes.
Well, I would just say that pirate hunting season doesn't really come to Kirog, being directly in the center of the country.
Hmm.
Have what is it? The business in Talga on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Could do, depending on how things go.
If you want to go pirate hunting, though, you'll definitely want to check out the eastern coast. That's where the pirates all congregate. And if you can find a way to infiltrate into Pearl Island, that'd be fantastic. It's you've probably heard, but it's the reason we can't just send our fleet in to destroy it is the fact that it has rather difficult currents, sharp rocks. It's very well guarded by both mortars and cannon fire, and a strong defensive position. Only a few ships at a time can actually leave Pearl Island without fear of being smashed against the various rocks.
And I seem to recall they have some sort of magic barriers keeping a storm up.
It's a very magically active place, yes. You'll actually find the occasional dragon coming down from Pearl Island itself. But I wouldn't be surprised if they've managed to hire or force a sorcerer wizard to provide some magical solution as well.
Understood.
If you're looking for any other work, we have definitely some interesting things that need to be done. We actually have a bounty we're looking for. Someone's been illegally raiding some archaeological sites.
Oh, yeah? Is this
Yes.
Orwellian sites?
Yes, these would be former Orwellian sites, among other older sites. They are owned by the Duke and administered by the various counts. This would be, well, be a little further south from here, past the actual forest. But we've had somebody raiding the various archaeological digs and stealing some artifacts there instead of sending them down to be cataloged by the various academies. They've instead be sold on black market. So
We actually have an arrangement with the academies to look into these sites and let them know once they're safe.
oh, then you'd definitely be interested. But yes, we have a bounty for the person doing that. I don't have the information with me currently, but I could certainly have one of my guards provide it for you.
Sure, we'll take a look at that.
I would appreciate that. I think we're going to need a lot of friends in this line of work, and I hope we can make them.
Yes. Well, anyway, if you do catch the bounty, because this is a issue of the Duke's technically property, they would have to be taken down to Vaxfall for their execution.
I think that could probably be done.
We can do that.
About how long before the river freezes, assuming a normal season?
I'd give it another month before it gets really cold.
Gotcha. All right. I think I'm out of fodder. You all got anything?
Oh, that's.
I don't think so.
You really just gonna walk on by without saying meowdy?
Howdy.
Well, with that, it is going to then cut back to Team Crime. It is now later afternoon, getting close to sunset. Kaido on his boat,
In his dinghy.
or a
Yep,
boat
I'm
that was
boating
acquired.
around. Yep. So I'm going to. It's nighttime, correct?
Well, it's pre-night. It's like
Okay.
late afternoon.
Pretty
I'm
nice.
going pre-night. I'm going to start heading over to the back end of the wizard's house, the coast.
Okay.
And that was the plan, right? I'm going to go and park the boat there, pull it in, and I don't know if I should make a hole in it now. I might need it to like get away if I need to.
Fly away if you need to.
Oh, true. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and poke a hole in it.
Okay. With what tool and how do you poke the hole in it?
I will use my silvered spear.
Okay.
Just bam, strength jam it right through the right through the boat. Bottom of it.
Yeah, make an athletics check. Okay. Yeah, you're able to like just kind of stab the spear down and poke a hole like in the bottom of the boat itself.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stealth. And I think the plan was me to just stealth and start creeping up to the back of the house.
Okay.
If I remember what Piffle had told me. So that's what I will be doing. I will.
Go
I
ahead.
don't have my armor on, so I can.
Yeah, make a stealth roll. It won't be at a disadvantage. Okay. So you're able to sneak closer to the house. As you approach the back wall of the house itself, as you cross about like 50 feet of the riverbank before you reach the back wall, the wall itself goes up about 5 feet and then is lined with kind of iron spikes along the top.
Iron spikes along the top, you said?
Yep.
Can I investigate around? Is there any other way around this? What am I talking about? I'll investigate anyways. Can I investigate just around?
Yeah.
Perception, maybe? Perceive things around?
Make an investigation if you wanted to check the wall itself for any weaknesses. No, actually, this looks like everything is well maintained. You don't see any holes in the wall. You don't even see any cracks forming. It looks like this has been well maintained. It's like it looks almost brand new. There's no loose bars on the actual spikes themselves. Looks in great shape. You
Can
do
I
also.
eye Piffle from here?
Well, it depends on where Fiffle is.
Piffle's been kind of like making his rounds.
Yeah, probably after like 20 minutes you would see Fiffle.
He's gonna come close enough that you could like signal to him if you needed to.
Yeah, I will wave. I will wave over, and I will put my hands up and I'll shrug, in the sense of what do you want me to? Should I keep going? Pretty much.
So it's Nightfall's.
I'm stealth.
It seems like you're doing a good job. Piffle gives you the thumbs up.
Okay.
He wants you to stay there till morning.
Oh, stay there. You don't want to climb over? Get in?
Oh no, don't climb any walls.
Okay. I will stay there and I will be on lookout.
Good job. All right, cool. Now, when I make my rounds back around to Lucian, who's been hustled off, I want to congratulate him on being an excellent homeless person, and then send him back. And I don't think this is out of character at all for his homeless person.
For the homeless person, okay.
So he took the money and the jerky and left this morning. But that was this morning. I think it's perfectly normal for him to show back up this afternoon. In the same place.
Nice.
Sounds good to me. I will report the shimmering doorway. And how far was this doorway from where I was able to post up, sort of nonchalantly?
The actual shimmer itself was right at the property line the moment like people walked through the front gate, and so it would be probably just a few feet from the road itself. Like you could reach out your arm and like have it pass through the shimmer.
Well,
that's quite curious.
Yes, I saw this thing, and I was wondering maybe I could try to, from afar dispel it, and then run away, see what happens, so we can just see what it is that is causing this illusion.
Well, this is going
on. I have a better idea. While you're out there lurking around, being a homeless person, I want you to take the 2 gold that they gave you, and I want you to give it to an actual homeless person. And I want you to tell him that he needs to run into the doorway. Or into the entryway. All right? I want you to see what happens.
Oh, okay. God. Let's do it.
While this is going on, Kaido, from your position, you see a man coming down from the house, the manor house.
Oh no!
And he heads up to you.
Stick to your story.
He's heading towards me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I am
Hey.
going. Okay.
He comes up to you. Hey, friend, we saw you from the house. You all right? You've been.
Oh yes. I actually just I'm having some canoe problems. My boat by the shore over there looked like I hit some rocks or something and got a hole in it. I was able to get to the closest dry land possible before the whole thing went underwater.
Well, here we can take a quick peek. I'll
Sweet.
see if I can get that ship shape again, as it were.
How many people is it are in front? Is it the wizard? Am I talking to the wizard?
You don't know. You just see like
Oh
it's
oh
a human man.
okay
You actually have seen him around. He is the guy who talked to Lucian as a homeless
okay
person,
okay.
both both times, as like Lucian pretended to be a fisherman and a homeless person.
I feel like
Uh,
being the chief guard for this wizard is a lot of hard work, and this guy's underappreciated by the wizard. That's just my thought.
you're definitely see, but he definitely looks like he's dressed well. Has some armor on. Doesn't seem he's not wearing like a wizard robe or a hat or have a staff or anything like that. But I mean,
Can I Arcana check him? Would I get anything off of him if I had done something like that, or no?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's just give it a shot.
He looks like he probably has some experience with magic, but maybe not magical himself, or at least very little.
Okay. Okay.
He's the intern.
But he heads down to your boat, sees the dinghy. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Got a hole right there.
Yeah, yeah.
So what happened? What happened there?
I think I just hit a rock, or I don't know. Maybe I went too close to shallow waters or something like that. I might have hit a something. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead and make a deception check.
Good luck.
Uh huh. Yeah, that can happen
That's
Yeah,
probably
when you hit with
fine.
the when you hit the rocks there. Although it's a little odd though. What he points to the hole. It's like it looks like the actual damage came from within the boat itself. You would think that if a rock hit the boat, the would be pushed up towards you instead of down, like it was had something punched from above.
I'm gonna put my hands on my
Backwards.
side, squint, and look at the hole, and be like, "Wow, you know what? That's I don't know about any forensic crime knowledge here, but yeah, I could just tell you it just was a loud thud. I fell back. Oh, that's right. I fell back, and I have a spear on my back. So I might have fell back and then put the weight on my spear. It might have punctured it from the outside. So very possible. Say, do you have a background in like criminal knowledge or criminal catching? Do you work for the police? Pretty
Go ahead, make a deception roll.
Are you the police?
If you are, you
Funny
have
enough,
to tell
I
me.
used to have
You
an
have to
ID.
tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can definitely see how falling backwards would cause a hole to get punched from the spear.
Hmm?
So, did you have a spear? What with you being just a standard boater on the river here?
Well, even standard boaters sometimes
You're a
need to go
spearfisher.
fishing or there's crimes up and down. There was a lumber yard not that far from here. They're up to some sneaky activity over there, and just want to
Oh,
protect
you have
myself.
first-hand knowledge of that?
I don't. Just a friend of a friend I met at the Empty Mug.
Oh, the Empty Mug. I've heard of that place. Although normally it's only frequented by criminals.
See, again with that CSI knowledge of yours, I really don't know much about nothing, sir. I'm just a boater who just so happens to like to protect himself with a spear. This awfully sounds
And
very
a great
close to
sword.
background check. I'm sorry, what was that?
And a great sword that you've apparently
Great
wrapped a
sword is-
scarf
I like to-
around.
I like to think of it as a multi-use weapon. It's so broad that I could use it as a paddle, but also as a self-defense mechanism. So it's like a multi-tool.
Uh-huh.
Kind of thing.
Why don't you
This all checks out to me. I don't know why this guy says
Boater's best friend. I know.
So why don't you head on out and don't come back?
Well, I would love to head on out, but you see the boat situation.
He puts his foot on the boat and he pushes it further into the water.
Oh, I see. We're in Dick Land. I see. I really.
No, of course not. Hey, quick question. What was the name of your boat?
The name of my boat?
Yeah.
That was my grandfather's boat, and just like my grandfather, we named it after him.
Which would be...
Well, I don't I don't know if I feel comfortable disclosing such personal information about my family name to you, stranger who just threw my boat into the middle of the river with a hole in it. My only way out.
Hmm. The boat does start to sink, but then he calls it back almost, and it heads back to the shore. And he looks at the name written on the side. So your grandfather was the Wind Fisher.
Yes, you see, he was a.
Charlie the Windfisher. That's what.
What
it's called.
happened was we would go fishing.
Yeah,
and we
get
would
off. Get off our property.
Just really gassy grandfather of mine.
Uh-huh. So you stole this boat.
Stole? Wait a minute. Didn't you just hear the whole entire
Heck,
grandfather
what?
story?
So should I get in the city guard then?
The city guard? My God, you do work for the police. No, all is well. Do I see any sight on Piffle right now as I am blumbering around with this guy?
Fiffle, are you there?
No.
Fuck, Piffle. What would Piffle do? God.
Not be called.
Anyway, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to get off our property
10
and
seconds to
not
get
come back.
Okay, well, can I at least take my boat with me? Can you at least give me a hand here with my boat? Maybe we
No,
could
something
just
tells
carry it
me
off the property.
something tells me I'm going to have to be turning this in and putting out a word for a missing boat.
Okay, all right. All right. I can sense when I'm not wanted on property. This is some really good investigating work you're doing. A little, conspiracy theorist, but that's fine. So I will start slowly packing my things.
10, 9,
I heard you. Yes. The counting makes me want to
8,
hustle up further. I am going, sir.
7.
Okay, all right. Any sight on Piffle while I'm walking over?
I imagine no.
Okay, I will get off his property.
Fiffle, Lucian, Kaido, where do you all wind up after this?
Let's say we've designated a nearby alleyway as a meetup spot.
All right, which actually works great for me because going back to Team Legal, Graham, Otto, Fern, your business with the Count is finished, and a little while later, you feel this odd pressure in the area, and you see this kind of in thin air, this light kind of like form just kind of cut through the actual nothingness. It's just empty space, and it opens up and like a door, and you see a tall elven man, although his ears are a lot pointier than any other elf you've really seen. But you've seen him before. Out steps Varen Veros, Hank's dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Good evening.
Good evening. I got your message. I just need a little bit of time to finish up something.
No rush. Thank you for the time.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Do you care to join me? I'm actually meeting with a friend tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, it's just another wizard. Not one of my Tellar, but he's a good friend I've met. And I wished to just go see him. He has a house here in the city.
Oh, I didn't know there was a wizard in this town.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I would love to go.
Perfect. Could you just follow me?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Follow him back through the bizarre opening, like just a doorway in nothingness, and you step through and step out in an alleyway very close to Fiffle, Lucian, and Kaido.
Do we see them?
You're right there. Good. The rest of your team is here. I thought I sensed them here.
What?
Piffle jumps in surprise.
I've taken up a new hobby, night boating.
Graham, you're not supposed to be here. I'm still criming.
I'd rather you
Well,
didn't.
we don't know what happened, so it's like, Varen here is gonna take us to see his friend, so we're gonna.
Yes, he's
we're
in that
actually
house
here to, see
right
a
there. Points to the manor
Okay,
house.
so about that. Graham, did you find out about the soldier mustering yet?
A
We did.
little bit. Nothing confirmed, but it does sound like it would be an awful silly idea to try to start a war in the middle of this winter.
Okay, so speaking of starting wars, I'm in
Graham
a little
looked
bit
like
of,
he's had a good couple days. Like you could see his face start just slowly falling.
Chapter
got
7.
a little bit of an issue with a rival gang and an initiation job involving that house. He points across the way.
Varen
Have you
Varus.
considered not
Can
trying
I
to rob
insight that they were
wizards?
going to try to break in?
Well,
Warning, that guy's a dick.
Can I
I'll tell you,
insight that,
Graham,
before he finishes.
part of me really wants to rob this wizard, but the other part of me thinks that the Iron Masters just want me to get killed by a wizard.
I can't believe
that's
I
a
missed
suspicion, a niggling suspicion. In the back of
That
my
does seem likely. I think we've tangled with them before, haven't we?
Yeah,
I
we
don't
did. That's
I have a poor memory.
remember the guy way at the beginning?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
I'm with Lucian. Let's burn it all down.
Oh, come on now.
Tell you what.
No time like the present. Varen kind of like
So,
tries to like
Hurry
waves
up
his
on.
hand. Yep.
come on, let's go.
Let me have a quick word with the gent when we get there. He turns around and just levels his finger at Team Crime. Just don't say anything.
And
You hear that, boys? Our lips are sealed.
with this, I think we will pick this up next week as you are being kind of hurried along to this manor house that Team Crime has been attempting to case.
Team crime.